Hi everyone, I'm just doing an update on the fly spraying process with Toby. So right now in this video, we are working, so the tarp is going to be like our stationary target almost. And we're at this point where I can spray, then I click and reward or reinforce. So I do it on that side and then I come to the other side and I restart the process. I reinforce him again for standing on the mat or the tarp when I change sides. And then I spray, and then I click, reinforce. And as you can see, he's very chill and relaxed with what is going on. He is, he could walk away at any point, but because the tarp has been reinforced, that is now associated with good memories, good thoughts. Food, so that's why he's staying. And same with the spraying, right? So when we first started, he was very afraid of it and he would try to get away, or he would get away because I'm not going to force him to stand still if he's scared of it. And now he is very willing to stand still for the fly spray, which is huge. And so what I've been doing is that we do the fly spray, so maybe a minute, and then we go through our course. And so this is kind of set up to help him build muscle along his top line and his hind end as he was experiencing lock stifle. So this is almost like his physio rehab. So we go over raised poles and he is asked to go around the pylon. And so once he goes around the pylon, then I click and reinforce. And then he comes back over the poles. And as you can see, he's very relaxed. He's just following. He knows the drill. So we usually do this 3 times, the tarp. So we start with the tarp, we do the fly spraying. Then we go through the obstacle course. Tarp, fly spray, course, top, tarp, fly spray, then course again. And that's usually it. There we just went over the poles. Again, that's going to help encourage him to lift his legs up and build that muscle. So all this is, we're doing all this core stuff to help him build that muscle, to help reduce the chances of lock stifles again. Here, he's going around the pole or the pylon, so he's walking through different, like the sand in that box, which is also good for building that muscle, the different tractions. So again, click reinforce after he goes down or around that last pylon. And then we go back over the poles. Once he's done, so there we are going over the poles again. And he gets a little exciting, this is little trots. And then we reinforce after he goes over all the poles. Then here is the last video I've taken. So it's a bit blurry for whatever reason. But we're at that point where he can stand. I'm able to spray him multiple times before I have to reinforce. So I'm able to spray him probably halfway across his body now. Usually about 5 sprays. Then I reinforce and I start again there. He lifts his leg. That's because of a fly. And it shows up again later in the video, him lifting that leg for the fly. That's why it's important to pay attention. So then you realize, is it a fly or is he showing some signs of discomfort? In this case, it was a fly. So I reinforce. And I reinforce again when I'm on the other side, just because that side he is blind on. So I want to really make sure that he's comfortable with me there. And you can see better here that I'm able to fly spray him multiple times before I am clicking and reinforcing. And there he just lifted that leg again, which indicates that the flies are bothering him and it's not the spraying. But that's why you got a video, you got to pay attention so you can notice, is he uncomfortable with the fly spray or is there an actual fly? And so very pleased with his progress. Just lots of work. We started with him trotting away whenever I had the fly spray out, whenever I try to fly spray him. And now we're at the point where he is standing on a tarp. I am able to spray him multiple times and he is completely relaxed. Thank you.